And now begins the review of the Xbox One.
What's going on, people? Walk with me, dig this scarf. It's not swagtacular, it's swagtastic. Now, with that said, what are you doing, guys? I was speaking the lingo of the typical Xbox, using swagger and things of the hashtag variety. But with that said, Xbox One, let's talk about you. Let's get in and let's dig deep. Xbox One, you run hotter than the PS4. Your graphics are not as polished and as visually appealing as the PS4. Currently, all of your stuff is still behind the paywall, unlike the PS4. You are bigger than the PS4. And if we're talking about specs or these little things that all of you fanboys like to argue about in the comment section below, Xbox One, you still pale in comparison even after having your steroid injection courtesy of Microsoft. So what does that bring me to say about the Xbox One? Honestly, you're nothing special. It's not like the light just clicked on for you guys and you finally shook the various cobwebs from your life. You're still just kind of average. The generic console upgrade from the generation of the yesteryear. The 360, yeah, it had its moments. It was hit or miss with a lot of people. But, at least your features were actually there and actually usable. Now you have a box that once you get it, day one, it is nothing more short than a brick house. Say it with me now. A brick house. And what do I mean by a brick house? If you have no way to access the internet, you might as well have just bought this if you want to play an Xbox One experience. Hell, even this. Hell, this is something that's about the approximate size, this big black box right here. I mean, let's just be real. An Xbox One, if you want to get technical about it, it does have a 100% failure rate. When it comes out of the box, all it is dun da da da, I am the update splash page display that cost you £500. Oh, you want to play Shadowfall? That's a PS4 game, my friend. Take that over there to the PS4. Ah, Call of Duty Ghost, that's actually a game I can play. Put it right in my system. But you need an update to continue. I can hold your game for you so you can have 2 free hands to get that update. And essentially you have the update box 1. That's pretty much what you have when you bring it out of the box. And sure, there's another bells and whistles such as the peripherals. But let's talk about your controller. Controller's alright. It's pretty much a glorified Xbox 360 controller. If you ask me, it has inferior bumpers and triggers, but that's just something that we can all adapt to, I'm sure. The D-pad, it's an improvement, but it's still not going to get the fighting game job done. But I can see it, being more utilized in more games in the upcoming titles and releases that you'll be having on the Xbox One. So all in all, if I had to give the Xbox One a rating out of 10, give it a 6.5, as it stands right now. However, in the future, word of the day being future, that's why you got the beep, you guys could be the #1 guy. Potential. But you guys got to remember, Sony's going to match you punch for punch, blow for blow, and they have been ever since the Xbox 360. Also, Xbox One, if I pay for Netflix and I pay my internet service provider, I should not have to be paying you to utilize the features I've already paid for. And that concludes today's lesson. I am, well, you already know who I am. You can obviously re-upload the video. My cameraman would like to bid you farewell as well as I blow out the figurative candle that is Xbox One. Day 1 standards. That's a light bulb. We're done.